tapping? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Today's video, I figured we could do something a little more chill than usual since this is my first video back on YouTube. Hi, welcome back. So I decided to go ahead and do my makeup off camera for the most part and focus today's video on this bad boy right here. So this is Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in collaboration with Nicole Glow. I don't know if you guys know her. I'm a huge fan of hers. She was one of the first YouTubers I've ever watched. And she's one of the few people who've inspired me to create my own channel and start this whole YouTube journey. So I'm going to do swatches of this and put some of this on my face. I haven't done any highlighter. I am a little glowy, but that's just because I've had my makeup on for like 4 hours now and I have oily skin, so just ignore that part. But I do not have any highlighter on, so I do want to jump into this video so we can dip into this bad boy. So first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all of these shades. Well, actually, first things first, let me show you this palette. It is beautiful. Can we just take a minute to appreciate all of these shades? So I'm going to go ahead and do swatches of these. Now, in my opinion, swatches of highlighters don't really do them any justice because, let's be honest, you're not going to put this much highlighter on when you do use highlighter. You usually use a brush, you fan it out, you know, lighten it up basically. So don't let these swatches scare you from getting this palette. So from left to right, we have Kitty Cat, Forever Young, Daydream, Forever Lit, Glow Getter, and 143. Now I think I'm gonna jump into 143. I prefer highlighters that have a slight pink undertone. I just feel like they complement my skin better than ones that are too golden or ones that are too white. Now, since this is a highlighter, this is a glow kit, let me just talk really quick about some of my favorite brushes to use to highlight with. So this right here is a ColourPop F5 brush. It's got like a little dome, but it's tapered. It's a very nice brush. I tend to like using this one on highlights that are a little bit more natural because if there are natural highlights, I can focus more product on it without it clumping up and looking crazy. Now, I know all of these in this palette in particular are super glowy, super intense, so I wouldn't use a brush like this just because I like a more natural looking highlight. So for this, I wouldn't use this brush, but I do like using this on the ColourPop Super Shock, you know, the cheek highlighters that come in the Super Shock formula. I'll use it on that. I also like to use it on my favorite highlighter, which is Desi X Katie highlighter in the shade Midame. The Desi X Katie with Dose of Colors collaboration. This brush over here is from BH Cosmetics. It was a collaboration they did with It's My Ray Ray. And this is the number 5 brush from that collection. I have another one and the number 4 brush. I feel like the number 4 brush is basically the big sister to the F5 brush from ColourPop. I just feel like this one feathers out product a little bit more since it's not as densely packed. It's not as small of a brush. And then I have this fan brush. I mean, I feel like you could use any fan brush. This one just happens to be my favorite. I'm pretty sure I got this in like an Ipsy bag like years ago, or BoxyCharm or something like that years ago. And I've been using it ever since. It's from Crown Brush and it's actually called the SS017 Deluxe Highlight Fan. So I still like to use fan brushes to highlight with. I know not a lot of people do anymore. It's kind of been phased out, but personally I feel like it does a great job at dispersing product and making it look a little bit more minimal. Again, one of my favorite brushes to use to highlight with. And then let's go back to, I did previously mention the number 5 brush from that collaboration with BH Cosmetics and It's My Ray Ray. So this one is probably the one I'm going to use. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use the fan brush. Let me just use the fan brush today, and I'm going to dip into the shade Kitty Cat. And I know Kitty Cat is super pink, but I feel like because I got a lot of pink going on, like I have pink lips, I have a little bit of pink eyeshadow, pink cheeks, I feel like this might go well. Okay, so I have a little bit of Kitty Cat on my brush. Just gonna lightly dust it on. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of 143 and I'll insert what 143 looks like again. Okay. Now this brush doesn't have any product on it. I'm just gonna go right over the highlighter that I just put down, just to like blend that in a little bit more to my skin, help it melt in. Okay, and then I'm gonna take 143 again on that brush, dust off any excess, and I'm just gonna highlight my cupid's bow, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, and my chin. So I'm about to take the shade 143 and put it in my inner corner. That's where we kind of left off. I was gonna take that big old brush because I was too lazy to get up, but now I'm just gonna take my pinky because that makes way more sense. And I know these highlighters are intense. They are intense. They are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love them. Gorgeous. But they are intense highlighters, so if that's not what you're into, I mean, I probably wouldn't suggest you buying this palette, but I bought it because I am a huge supporter of Nicole Guerrero. So what else can we do with highlighters? Because I really like that one color, but what about the other ones? I want to do something else. Maybe I could take Forever Young and like put that on my inner corner. Wow, that's really bright. Forever Young is really bright. Also, I could probably take Kitty Cat and like put it on my lid. And I'm just gonna set my face. This is my little mini version of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. Do you guys like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. No, I bought it like months ago. This is actually a ponytail from insert name here. I feel like I should address the elephant in the room. So where have I been? Because I said in the beginning of this video, welcome back, right? So I have been recovering from surgery. I got spinal surgery on my neck. In October of 2019, and I had 5 months of just being in the house with this big old neck brace on. Couldn't do a lot of things. I couldn't lift my arms up. I couldn't lift anything, obviously. I had a hard time getting dressed. I had a hard time bathing myself. It was a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. The first month that I was recovering from my surgery, my husband Bear stayed at home with me. He was able to take a whole month off from work so he could be with me and take care of me and be basically my stay-at-home nurse. And it was amazing, and during that time period I really felt motivated to recover. I mean, the beginning felt like the easiest part, and it's interesting because it was the most painful part, so you would expect that to be a lot harder than, well, at least I expected the painful part to be harder than the just recovering part. But so I basically had been quarantined from September to March. Yeah, so last month. So from September to March 2020, I was home. I was basically quarantined because, again, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go out. I couldn't drive anywhere because neck brace. And it was a challenge. Honestly, I would not have made it through if my husband wasn't here with me because I would have tried to do too many things on my own, things that I know I shouldn't have done because the doctor asked me not to do it, so we could make sure that I healed properly. But I'm very stubborn and I don't like feeling helpless, and honestly, I was helpless. There were so many things that I couldn't do, so many simple things that I couldn't do that was just frustrating. Like I couldn't shower properly. I couldn't like wash my own body properly. And that in itself was just a crazy experience. I didn't do my hair. I didn't wash my hair for like a month. And then when I did finally wash it, look guys, it was a struggle, okay? I don't want to sugarcoat it and say, oh my god, yeah, like I had surgery, it was no big deal. No, it was a really big deal. Not being able to move my neck, my shoulders, my arms to a certain extent it was a life-changing experience. I'm glad that I went through it. If you haven't seen one of my previous videos, I think it's like the 10 facts about me or something like that. I'll try to put the link to that video in the description box here, but in that video I kind of explained what was going on with my neck, and so I'll mention it here again. But I did have stenosis in my neck, and that created a lot of issues, some bruising around my spinal cord, so I had to go get surgery because it was kind of like I was at a very high risk for paralysis at the state that I was in previously, and with everything that I like to do actively, whether it's going on hikes or even like driving in a car, I was just at such a high risk of being hurt that surgery was the answer. And I was perfectly fine with my neck up until August of last year. I didn't have a lot of pain in it. I had pain here and there, but it was like what I was used to, you know. I was born with a lot of the issues that I have with my bones, so me dealing with the pain was just average for me. It was normal. It was my normal. I never needed to do anything extreme, but the level of pain shifted for some odd reason in August of 2019. I don't know what happened to increase the level of pain that I was in. I don't know what changed. It seemed to me at the time, it seemed super random that my body just decided that it was going to be in pain, even though my bones had been crazy and messed up for such a long period of time. It was literally my entire life. My bones have been crazy like that, so it was never causing me enough of an issue for surgery to be my next step. But the amount of pain that I was in, the amount of consistent pain that I was in was just, it was overwhelming. And again, I did already have issues. I knew that my stenosis was causing issues with my spinal cord, so my doctor and I came to the conclusion that surgery was the next step for me, and that was the best bet and the safest way for me to go on with life. It's just, surgery is, of course, it takes a toll on your body, takes a toll on you emotionally and mentally and obviously physically. So I had always been so against surgery, but it was just at the point in our life, no, you guys didn't do it. I was just at the point in my life where surgery was the solution. So like I said, it was a big change, but that's where I've been for the past few months. And personally, I didn't want to post videos online while I had the brace on. I didn't even want to see my own friends. I barely wanted to see my own family members. Like I didn't feel like myself. I was on medication prior to surgery to kind of prepare my body for everything that was about to change, and that medication made me gain so much weight so fast. Like in the span of about a week, I gained 10 pounds. And for me, being how small I am, I'm 4'9", and I've always had a steady weight my entire life. So for me to gain 10 pounds within a week, and that was just from the medication, like honestly, I was not prepared for that, and I'm still having a hard time losing the weight that I did put on during that whole situation. But my husband and I we've been at it. We've been focused on being healthier, you know, being happier, and really it's just being healthier. Like a huge focus for us right now is getting our bodies healthy and, you know, ready for anything. So I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and things seem really hard, and they have for a while, but I think that if we can all find a place where we can just spread positivity, even if it's like in small increments. Like I know this glow kit's not going to change the world, or me doing a video on it is not going to change the world, but if it could just make somebody smile or make someone think about something other than what's going on in the world right now, then I feel like I did my job in posting this. I want to spread some love right now. So I'm back. I'm gonna try to do more videos more often. I mean, I am back at work now as well, so I'm balancing my work life and YouTube life, but I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to start putting videos out again, and at least once a week, just to ease me back into things. But if I can do 2 videos a week, then I'll put more effort into doing that as well. Anyways, guys, sorry I went on such a long rant. I just kind of wanted to give you an update on everything that's going on in my life and where I've been and what's been going on. So that's everything with me. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe and finding ways to put a smile on your face. Anyways, guys, I love you. I will see you guys in another video. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm back now. I am healing up. I'm still in my recovery process, but without the cast, without my brace, I can move around more. I'm feeling a lot more confident in myself and my body, and I want to be able to put more videos out, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So I have, is my camera crooked? This whole video might have just been a shit show. We'll see. My smile lines are trying to live their best life over here. Oh no, don't look at my armpit, never mind. Haven't shaved in like months. Hashtag quarantine life. My husband's real lucky.